Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, and by Hashem Harakal Kadash. Double honors goes to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom goes to the elect Akim out here, that's pushing this truth in all four corners and truth and sincerity. Just going to touch on this article real quick. You know, I don't have any precepts lined up, but when you see things, you gotta jump on top of it and put it out there. You know, the basically the wake up the hopeful elect, and basically I mean so you won't lose it. You know, a lot of times I be in the spirit of saying things and say I'm gonna do it, and when I don't jump right on top of it or write it down, like sometimes it slipped my mind and I can't get what the exact points that I wanted to get out. But with that being said, this ain't about me. This is about the hopeful elect from the tribes of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's called the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, but that's called by the world, but ultimately the Bible, they're Israelites, you know. And with that being said, get into this article. Is about that coronavirus vaccine. As you can see, the title saying is more than 90% effective, you know. And we all know through the spirit that that new world order is setting you up to be accepting of these things. Just and that chip is going to be implemented in with that as well. Because when you go to in the book of Revelations, it say you're not going to be able to buy sell say you had that mark, you know, and that vaccine is going to be injected. I'm not saying that this is exactly the chip or have something to do with, something to do with the chip, but ultimately, if you don't take this vaccine, you're gonna be labeled as a terrorist or whatever. Is just like in these movies, even at your jobs. I mean, you know, like my job, is a check-in when you go even before you're allowed to punch in. You gotta see a guard's waiting at a booth. They ask you, do you have any symptoms? Did anything change from your previous day? Have you been around anybody with it? Which how the hell do you know? I work around the public, so I'm pretty sure that I do. But with that being said, you can't move into the next checkpoint until you assure them that you're not, you know, that you're safe. And when this vaccine come out, it's going to be some kind of paperwork, or it's going to be some kind of ban or something that's showing that you basically you cleared to go through, you know. But I'm gonna go into this article a little bit. It says drug maker Pfizer announced Monday that an early analysis of its coronavirus vaccine trial suggested that the vaccine was robustly effective in treating COVID-19 and promising development as the world has waited anxiously for any positive news about the pandemic that's killed more than 1.2 million people. Pfizer, which developed the vaccine with the German drug maker BioNTech. Now, why would Pfizer, a pharmaceutical company, link up with another drug maker named BioNTech? What would be the reason for a biotechnical company hooked up with a drug making company? But that's just, I could be wrong, but being a watchman, you put one and one together when you see some chicken in the pan getting cooked and it smell like doo-doo, it ain't chicken. But anyway, released only only sparse details from its clinical trial. Based on the first formal review of the data by an outside panel of experts, the company said that the analysis found that the vaccine was more than 90% effective in preventing the disease among trial volunteers who had no evidence of prior coronavirus infections. And the result hold up the level of protection will put it apart with the high effective childhood vaccines for diseases such as measles. No serious safety concerns have been observed, the company said. Pfizer plans to ask Food and Drug Administration for emergency authorization of the 2-dose vaccines later this month. It has collected the recommended 2 months of safety data. By the end of the year, will manufacture enough doses to immunize 15 to 20 million people, company executives have said. Now, with what I just read, Salakia, I know I started over my words a couple times, but with that being said, but common sense will tell you, we got the flu out here and there's flu vaccines, and every year that they say is a tougher strain of flu, and the flu vaccine from last year is not going to fight the flu vaccine for this year. So even though we shouldn't be taking no vaccines anyway, you should be having faith in the Lord and Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, and eating right and taking the herbs and having faith. But people going to take this stuff, man, and that stuff is doing nothing but weakening your immune system. But like I said, that so-called vaccine, that's something fighting the vaccine, fighting the virus from last year. This year, these politicians are telling you, these news people are telling you that it's going to be worse this year than it was last year, because the virus, the COVID, the pestilence is mutated. If it really is a pestilence, if it really is, it mutated. So with that junk they made, it ain't even gonna be strong enough to put nothing in check, man. That's why you gotta have faith in the Lord, man. Stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe, Israel. And I'm gonna end it on that note. Hopefully this video was edifying. Shalom.